So I'm fresh out the shower, and you know, sometimes when you're in the shower, you get good ideas, but it's always about, you know, people always ask, what's your secret? What's your secret? What's your secret? Look, that's your own mental perception. If you want there to be a secret, there's going to be a secret. There's no secret to it. I'm telling you guys, hard work, love, self-love, love for other people, and especially love for God, love for a higher power. You ask me what my secret is that I believe in a wake up for God. And I do this because I know I'm on a mission. I can see the path. I can see the road that I'm walking along. I can see that God uses me as one of his messengers to help the people, motivate the people. Because I was down there. I'm not trying to tell you anything. I'm trying to lead by example. When I'm posting push-ups, I want to motivate you to do your push-ups. When I tell you that my power comes from God, believe me. And let me when I tell you that your power comes from God, believe me. So what do you have to do if you want more power, if you want more strength? You have to get closer to the energy. You have to get closer to God. Only for spiritual discipline, only for prayer, only for meditation, only for contemplation and humbleness, and knowing that you have to improve every day and work hard, even if you're somebody, even if you're on top there, even if you made it at Muscle Beach. You're still little like I am, next to someone like Genghis Khan, who conquered the whole world. I mean, it's a bad example because it killed a lot of people, but I'm saying this next to someone like Jesus. You know what I mean? Next to a saint, next to someone like Buddha. It's like a little piece of pain, you know. And pain is life experience. Pain is energy. Pain is the sensorical experience. So embrace the pain. But how would you be alive if there wouldn't be no pain, right? So even in the gym, as you get bigger and stronger, the training becomes more painful because your muscle gets stronger. Your capacity for pain improves. So I like to say, eat the pain, grow the muscle, because it's almost like you're eating in the gym. When you're doing reps, it's like you're charging yourself, you know. And that's also this understanding, like meditational exercise. Try to think of yourself being the painter of the image you're in right now. And you're the canvas. And you don't just create this body, you create the whole surrounding too. That is your work too. You know, when universes come together, when people come together, it's an art gallery exchange. And you know, life is such a wonderful, wonderful experience if you just open your eyes to it. So let me open your eyes to it, and let me just, you know, explain to you how I became strong and how I become stronger. You know, the physical part of training was the beginning. Then the selfless service starts. And the selfless service is what never ends. Because we are here to serve others. We are here to serve God. And through that, they serve us. It's just like the same relation between anything, between the kid and the father. You know what I mean? Like, you serve your kid and your kid serves you. Like a dog and the owner. You serve your dog and your dog serves you. It's like every day, nowadays, everybody wants something and don't want to do anything for it. Or they don't want to serve you unless they think you already made a reputation for yourself, or you don't want to serve them because you think you're too good and you're a king. But it takes time to be a king. It takes time to elevate, to be humble and be happy for people that support you. Be happy for people to take care of you. Be happy for God. Be happy for life. And for that, you will be the ultimate warrior. You will have the ultimate strength. Because the little that you have is going to seem very precious at every moment. If you have a lot, you're going to appreciate the lot. If you have a little, you're going to appreciate the little, you know? Stay blessed. Let me explain God to all these ignorant people who still don't understand where their life force comes from, okay? So picture a circle, right? A circle. And that circle has plus and minus. Just like your phone has a energy source and then a circuit running through it, right? So God is nothing more than that battery giving you the energy. At the same time, you draining the energy, but you want to say there's no battery. Like, it doesn't work, and it's going to limit yourself to all this abundant energy of this insurmountable power and force that there is that can run through you. But you want to say, this is just me. This is just my body. Without understanding that you're part of this huge organism, this huge entity, your cell of the universe. Look, there's a galaxy. The Milky Way is a galaxy. The galaxy is a solar system. The solar system is the sun. Around the sun is a planet. On the planet is a human. A human has cells. These cells are divided into mortar particles, and then they get divided in atoms. So all the understand to life is when you say there's a God, there's a hierarchy of how energy descends and the hierarchy of energy works. And just like we have personalities, those energies of personalities, angels of personalities. But in the long run, it's all energy, like a computer program. But if you don't have a spirituality in you or understanding of how this energy sustains you, you're just not going to be strong. And I'm talking about supernatural strength. I'm talking about performing wonders. I'm talking about things that are not explainable with this material science. Because the material is on a low hierarchy. Before the material comes the air, the breath, the chi. And then before that comes the light essence. So it all matriculates. So if you are only on this dimension of your body, you stuck. There's 90%, 95% of life you can't even perceive, because you can only perceive what you believe. So if there's your belief that you're nothing more but flesh, you're nothing more but flesh. You're just a robot. You're a robot, and your consciousness is only made up as a byproduct from your biological function of a biological machine. But guess what? It's the other way around. Your soul creates this robot and maintains this robot through all this calculation, and it raised you. You raised yourself with a meticulous plan. And now it's about sticking to that plan. Not about listening or making sure that you fit in. How did bodybuilding even come in? Not about people who want to fit in. Wasn't like, people look at you as a freak. Where back where I'm from, people would look at you as a freak if you have muscles, just because you want to train, Now it's normal, but I'm saying is, so when I'm telling you there's a higher power, when I'm telling you that I'm get up in the morning and meditate and pray, and that is part of my power, when it's already written like that, and you want to see the opposite, I can't help you, If I want to give you good food and you go for the fast food, if I want to give you good music and you go for the trash they promote, I can't help you. I'm trying to tell you what this world is. It's programmed to make you fail. So you have to unprogram yourself to your natural instinct of success, because your program is perfect. God made you perfect for the reason being. Stop thinking that you're not perfect. But don't think it's just going to be lazy and easy. It needs a lot of work. And just like you got to build a house, how you build a skyscraper, all this mental effort, just how our ancestors walked through deserts for us even to be here. It's a lot of work, But that work is beautiful if you make it your own, if you express yourself, and you also don't care what the rest thinks about you, you know what I mean? Like, I got haters all day telling me that I'm on steroids, but that's like a pity to them, because for them, they can't see the ways I'm trying to offer them. They can't see the way of the light. They can't see the warmth of the sun. So they gotta, resort to another path, or they gotta downgrade me because they feel like, okay, this guy, enhancing himself with drugs to do what he does, which, of course, a lot of people do, but I'm saying there's another way. I'm giving you the alternative. So you either pick the alternative and you go for the hardest route. There's no cheating. There's no replacing yourself with a stunt man on your act. No, you got to do this thing yourself, So Pretty much, you know, like, how can I continue? The power is in your heart. All Christianity promotes, all Buddhism promotes is in the heart. If you open your heart, that pump, it's a pump. If you have a pure heart and pure intention, that's what makes you strong. And how do you open your heart? By helping others. By going out of your way. By going out today and be like, hey, how can I make somebody else's day? And then you go home and you go to sleep and you're like, well, you know what? I helped out this homeless person. I bought him some food. Or, you know, like, I showed somebody how to train, or I did something, not just because of the material means behind it, just because it was fine. It was nice, a nice gesture to do right now. Like, we're so mechanized and programmed as machines that there's always there has to be like a calculative outcome. And I'm telling you right now, the universe is a machine, but it's a machine that works on love. So if you understand karma is an effect of the repercussion of your actions of that machine, you understand that it's always better to do good. Why would you do a bad thing? The machine of that universe is going to take your input, take that bad energy, it's going to whirl it around, multiply it, and hurl it right back at you when you least expect it. Because you think in your control and, you know, everything is right and this and that. But guess what? You're not in charge. You're not in charge. You got free will. But, you know, that's our mental problem. And the problem is that we have this free will and there's all this distraction leading us away from our greatness, man. Just be great, man. Be yourself. You know, who cares what the rest thinks, you know what I mean? As long as you in accordance with your heart, as long as you're in accordance with God. And that's why there's scriptures, because we have become so lost in the way of our naturalness that now we need scriptures to read it, you know? Like, the main teaching of the Bible is to show love. So if you do that, let me put it like that. Compare somebody who just reads the Bible and doesn't act upon it, or compare somebody who's just doing goodness out of his heart but never read a Bible. God is going to judge the second man. He's going to bless the second man, because it's not about just reading a book. It's about doing good things. And I don't understand why people are so ignorant to that fact that like, you know, it's like the animals. It's like the human has got lost somewhere. Like all this stuff, this nonsense they promote, it all got lost somewhere. The humanity in this, like, you know, even though I have to say this, you gotta, like, people turn them around, you know, because they became machines, machine persons. You know what I mean? Like, soul. Where's the soul? Where's the heart at? Where's the heart of the people? You know? Yeah, just for example, you know what I mean? If we would have an equivalent of a person nowadays that dresses like Jesus in sandals and the tunic, we would look at him like a homeless person, look down at him and frown at him, right? And we look up to the banker, we look up to the guy in the suit, we look up to the fashion icon, and it's all great and gravy. I don't see it like that. I never did. Like, honestly, I don't see it like that. So a lot of times you see me without a shirt, I don't care. I know how to dress up nice too, but that's something like a bird, you know what I mean, having some nice wings. That's like secondary stuff, you know what I mean? That's secondary. Like, I couldn't care less for a car you drive, what I'm driving. Couldn't care less about how money you in the bank account, how much money you got in your bank account. But how's your karma account? You doing good things? You helping people? Or you just living for yourself? And you know, like, man. Funny thing nowadays too, every time you try to talk about God or spiritual things or good things, they want to make you look corny. Like the whole world's designed to make you look corny, you know? Like if you do something like cool or talk about God or something like everybody always just like starts frowning. It's like, damn, like for real, man, that's what we should be talking about. I mean, you know, you don't want to hear it every day. I know what you're saying, but you should be hearing it every day. What's wrong with you? Why don't you want to listen to like good, uplifting words and spiritual things? You know what I mean? Like why would you listen to all this nonsense on TV and this trash of music they're promoting, and fills your mind and your subliminal mind with all the subliminal nonsense that comes into your life. And, you know, a week later, you're crying over some bullshit, but you brought it upon yourself. Because whatever you look, whatever you watch, whatever you consume is going to come back to you, you know? So, you know, that's something I really realized, that people like, some people like just like, oh, this is corny. Like, I'm a G, you feel me? But I still say straight up that I'm like, you know, nothing to God. I'm a little man next to God. You know what I mean? And I'm humble in that. But let's say you want to disrespect me, my elders, my friends, my family, I'm going to come for your ass. You know, don't doubt that. Don't get my kindness for weakness. But I'm going to help you out, though, with all my force and might I can. And even if I neutralize you, for strike you down for messing with me, I'm probably still going to let you live, man. I'm going to still be merciful. I won't just murk you, you know what I mean? Even if I could with one hand.